Welcome and thank you for tuning in to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry. We have a well-rounded program waiting just for you, so stay with us. We'll be right back after today's news.
This Christmas, choose life. As we recover from Hurricane Melissa's devastation, we're reminded that life is fragile. Pedestrians, stay alert. Drivers, slow down. Rest if you're tired, and never drink and drive. One careless decision can change a family forever. Let's have a safe and prayerful Christmas and a crash-free 2026.
Good day, I'm Lisa Rowe and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, December 17, 2025. It will cost an estimated $7 million to repair 13 operating theaters and replace several pieces of equipment across institutions that were impacted by Hurricane Melissa. The assessment was done by consultant urologist Senator Dr. Elon Thompson with a major focus on the Falmouth, Cornwall Regional, Savannah-Lamar, Black River and Noel Holmes hospitals. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Christopher Tufton gave the update during a virtual press briefing last week.
Key among the findings were that multiple pieces of theater and sterilization equipment sustained some water damage. Some can be repaired based on the assessment. Others may require full replacement.
According to Dr. Tufton, 3 of the 13 operating theaters were fully functional, while the others had significant infrastructure damage. He said renovations and repairs, as well as the drying of equipment, had started to determine whether they could become workable.
I want to just place on record that we have a recovery plan as it relates to operating theaters, which is to align the infrastructure repairs of each facility to restore functionality within our operating theaters within, I would say, between 2 and 3 months. So certainly going into January, February. And that work has commenced.
The health minister is assuring the public that hospitals are capable and are doing emergency surgeries. However, there are some delays as it relates to elective surgeries. The government has officially approved a $150 million loan to the Jamaica Public Service Company aimed at accelerating electricity restoration in western parishes affected by Hurricane Melissa. Energy Minister Darrell Vaz made the announcement during a press briefing on Tuesday, noting that the loan agreement was signed by the Ministry of Finance and JPS. Minister Vaz says the government will closely oversee the use of the funds to ensure they are applied strictly within the agreed loan terms.
It's a 5-year loan to be repaid in full on December 18, 2030. Interest rate of 5.5% with an option to repay the aggregate principal amount of the loan or balance then outstanding after 2 years on December 18, 2027, if they so desire.
Meanwhile, restoration efforts are expected to gain further momentum with the arrival of additional technical personnel. 200 overseas line workers have been in the island since Monday, with another 100 scheduled to arrive before December 25. Additional equipment is also on the way.
In addition, 200 specialized vehicles and pieces of equipment, including bucket trucks, diggers, excavators, pole carriers, are scheduled to begin arriving on December 24th. So right now, based on projections, we will have 1 barge arriving in Kingston on the 24th and 1 barge arriving on Christmas Day with the additional equipment.
Meanwhile, work is on in earnest by the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, to have electricity in all major town centres across the island by Christmas and also for the New Year. The Ministry of Energy is working with local officials to guide restoration in priority areas. Minister Darrell Vaz informs that an additional 300 linesmen, along with specialized equipment, have been mobilized to accelerate restoration efforts, particularly in the worst affected parishes.
These line workers will be allocated to parishes with catastrophic damage, such as Westmoreland, to accelerate redesign and rebuild efforts. We have already provided power to Savlamar Hospital, the town of Savlamar, Negril, and surrounding communities as we continue to expand our rebuild efforts in Westmoreland. We are making arrangements for special accommodations and staging areas for equipment and material in parishes such as Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth to optimize logistics and efficiencies for the rebuild restoration efforts.
JPS is currently at 82% restoration, with plans to reach 90% over the holiday period and full restoration by late January to early February. In the meantime, Minister Vaz also reports significant progress in restoring power to critical health facilities. In other news, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, is reporting that it is actively investigating recent reports of real estate fraud being perpetrated against persons who have been impacted by Hurricane Melissa. The reports are being investigated by the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Division, CTOC. Speaking at a JIS think tank, Deputy Director, Acting Senior Superintendent of Police, Victor Barrett, said the reports were concerning as persons were capitalizing off people's tragedy.
So we see persons purporting to be realtors, offering homes for rental, because we know persons in the Western Island has been displaced and there's a need, a great urgency for shelter. So we are seeing that.
Acting SSP Barrett explains that fraudsters are using social media platforms to lure victims.
So what they do now is that they would post on the social media that a house in a particular area is for rent. And there might be several persons on the waiting list, so you need to hurry. In local parlance, that you hurry and come. And then want somewhere for your children, rush, transfer a 50,000 to hold the space or to hold the viewing. And then within a few seconds, you can't reach him anymore. So they play on emotions of the week, and it's very sad.
He is assuring the public that the JCF is fully committed to safeguarding Jamaicans amidst these emerging threats. A contingent comprising members of the Jamaica Defense Force, JDF, and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF, has been deployed to Haiti to support the Gang Suppression Force, GSF. The 25-member team includes 18 from the JDF and 7 from the JCF. 12 members of the JDF will be rotated and 1 new JCF recruit added to the team. The JDF, in a release, says the Jamaican contingent is providing operational, strategic and logistic support to the headquarters of the Gang Suppression Force. The GSF works closely with the Haitian National Police and the Haitian Armed Forces. Together, they conduct operations aimed at restoring safety and security for the citizenry, providing security for critical infrastructure, and supporting humanitarian access. Chief of Defense Staff Vice Admiral Antoinette Weems-Gorman says this is the third contingent to be deployed in support of our brothers and sisters in Haiti. She says the planned rotation ensures the sustained effectiveness and operational readiness of Jamaica's deployed personnel while maintaining continuity of mission objectives. With Jamaica welcoming 300,000 visitors post-Hurricane Melissa, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett is attributing this to the sector's remarkable recovery strategy. The figure includes both stopover and cruise visitors, with major resort areas fully operational and welcoming visitors for the winter tourist season. In a release, Minister Bartlett says following the Category 5 storm, Jamaica has demonstrated extraordinary resilience and determination to restore its position as the Caribbean's premier destination. Building on the recovery performance, the minister says key tourism resorts in Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, Negril, and Kingston are now open for business and ready to provide world-class experiences to visitors from across the globe. Minister Bartlett also confirms that Jamaica met its target of restoring tourism operations by December 15, which is an impressive turnaround that came just 6 weeks after the storm. All major airports, including Sangster International, Norman Manley International, and Ian Fleming International, have resumed normal operations. By the end of December, the ministry says approximately 71% of hotels will be reopened, with projections indicating that arrivals will rise significantly through early 2026. And finally, the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, KSAMC, has activated its December Employment Generation Program with a $2.5 million allocation to each division. This is targeted at community improvement across the municipality during the holiday period. Speaking at the KSAMC monthly meeting last week, Mayor of Kingston, Andrew Swaby, said $1.5 million was being provided by the KSAMC and $1 million from the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development.
I've given clear instruction to the City Engineer Department to ensure that every project is carried out with full transparency, strict accountability, and the highest value for money. It is essential that the resources entrusted to us are used efficiently and effectively.
He also urged councillors to maintain close engagement as the program is implemented across their divisions. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Lisa Rowe. Thanks for watching.
Are you confident that you are the legal owner of your property? Take action to secure your property ownership. Get a registered certificate of title and become the legal owner of your property. To register your property and obtain a certificate of title, you will need to provide a tax registration number (TRN), a valid government-issued identification, a survey diagram, documentation to prove ownership, up-to-date property tax certificate, the names, addresses, and occupations of 2 neighbors over the age of 50 who are not family members and can give a declaration on your behalf. Proof that you have been in open, undisturbed, and undisputed possession of the property for 12 years or more. For further information on registering your property and obtaining a certificate of title, contact the National Land Agency at 876-750-5263 or 876-946-5263. Email asknla@nla.gov.jm or message us at WhatsApp at 876-418-5089. The National Land Agency. One agency, one goal to serve you better.
In the wake of Hurricane Melissa, which left devastation across multiple parishes in Jamaica, the Ministry of Culture launched the I Love Jamaica series. The initiative began with a telethon and virtual concert aimed at raising funds to support those affected.
We shall rise again. We shall rise again. We shall rise again.
In the wake of one of the most challenging moments in our nation's recent history, Jamaica came together in a way only Jamaicans can, through unity, music, and love. Initiated by the Jamaican government, specifically through the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the I Love Jamaica telethon and virtual concert brought the island and the diaspora together. It was all in support of families rebuilding after the passing of Hurricane Melissa on October 28. In the wake of the devastation, the need was urgent, but the spirit of the people was strong. The telethon was not only about raising funds, it was about restoring hope, reminding the world of the resilience that defines Jamaica.
We wanted to bring some cheer and some words of inspiration and to lift the spirits of Jamaicans. And we also wanted to use it as a medium through which every Jamaican could contribute, even a token. Each Jamaican contribute, they would feel that they're playing a part in this great effort. And of course, every little make a mockery.
Just the name Jamaica and what we represent globally. And that has translated into massive support right across the diaspora and those who are not even associated with Jamaica.
And it wasn't just the entertainment industry and the ministers of government that answered the call. Some of Jamaica's greatest athletes stepped forward to stamp their footprint beyond the track, inspiring the nation once again.
For people all over the world to be reaching out to us and giving, I just want to thank you for what you're doing.
I'm happy to be a part of it. As you know, I support as much as I can Jamaica and try to give back as much. And I'm just happy to be a part of this and to see everybody coming together. I think this has really united the country, so I'm happy to see this.
And as always, the heartbeat of the nation pulsed through our music. From reggae icons to gospel stars, each performance carried power, emotion, and pride.
With this tremendous art here that this country is going through, oh my God, whoever sing it, I'm going to need every single body. So we're glad to see every single artist out there try to put in some form of work, shape or form, so it's feel good.
It's just a joy to see that the Jamaican people, the people, are the one that helps more than anything else, and then we can go out. So it's just an all-round, it's not a Ramesh thing. It's a Jamaica thing, and all of us working together to make things happen.
Even behind the scenes, the rhythm connected us. We were one Jamaica with one cause. But the heart of the telethon wasn't just the stars. It was the people tuning in from their living rooms and the social media platforms from around the world, including American actor and comedian Orlando Jones, who has been rallying support for Jamaica.
I'm very familiar with having my roof gone, being homeless, trying to find help. And often people want to, give and donate items, but the best thing you can donate is cash because the infrastructure often isn't there for those items to make it to the people of Jamaica who are suffering from Hurricane Melissa. So my hope is that we will all rally together and help people bring back and rebuild Jamaica.
On November 28, the government reported in a press release that more than $65 million was raised from the telethon. Every dollar a symbol of courage, generosity, and love.
I want to thank the music industry, the artists they hit the ground running. They went out there, they took supplies, and then they've all volunteered to perform today to lift the spirits of Jamaica and to raise funds.
The I Love Jamaica telethon and a virtual concert proved that even after hardship, our spirit remains unshakable and that Jamaica will rise again.
Honestly, a culture that is so large with so much excellence across the world, it's really great to see that we can tap into our diaspora, tap into our local audience, tap into supporters, tap into everybody and build back Jamaica together.
To be honest, the best of Jamaica has been on display. The truth about Jamaica, about the love of our people, about our kindness. I want to tell them thanks. I know a lot of them have put so much resources, time and energy into this, and we appreciate it.
Individuals wishing to support the National Hurricane Relief Program may continue to donate through supportjamaica.gov.jm or japromise.org or via text message. Every contribution through cash or kind will make a difference.
Don't cry.
Up next, we hear directly from residents in Hanover whose lives were impacted by Hurricane Melissa as they share how they've been coping.
In Hanover, the sea usually brings life, but this time the waves came with force, wind and rain, leaving heavy losses in their wake. This is Voices from the West after Hurricane Melissa.
Everything break down, everything mash up. Well, my dresser gone, my bed gone, my house top gone, my clothes, everything. She's my daughter, and her dresser gone as well because the sea came up and take everything. Only what you see here leave.
And for Nevia, this is all too familiar.
Barrel, I did flat out. Nothing didn't live in barrel. Nothing, not a standing. Everything flat.
And you rebuild?
Yes.
And now?
And now I got this now.
Another storm, another setback. Just down the road, not everyone had the same level of destruction, but the emotional weight was shared.
I didn't have any major damages. Most of my communities didn't really have much damages. Some persons at the sea side, they had roofs taken, a little bit of flooding, their whole entire houses. It is hard because then most persons would have already been recovering from burial. So I know a lot of persons would have just started seeing like progress and stuff. So for me, it would be like, you know, we have life still, so we have to try to rebuild, work together as a community and rebuild for the most part.
By the coastline, the sea showed no mercy.
The hurricane, they kind of brutal because, as you know, we live beside the sea. So the wind were coming in, the waves came all the way up and all of that. So it kind of rough and we had a little flood.
Still, Garth finds perspective in the chaos.
Just an experience, something for you learn and you can have thought about to your grandkids.
A reminder that even the hardest moments eventually become stories of survival. And for some, picking up a chainsaw was their way of picking up their community.
We asked the company that a trucker borrow the power saw to clean the road. As I say, kind of messed up one way, is it? I clean it because of the right way, you know, because the idea we can't depend upon government to do everything. Because for them handful just the same as us.
For others, the storm hit with pure terror.
When my roof lifted off, oh my God, it's like my soul went out of my body. I have to run, go up to my friend's house. She's named Teddy. And I run. One of the time I was see like zinc flying. Oh my God, it was so dramatized. My heart leave my body, I'm telling you. As you can see, the place damaged, Jamaica damaged, we need help.
And then the mothers, trying to shield their children from the storm's rage.
I was in my house when me see the breeze start to dance the house, and so me and my kids them in there, and so I say, no, so we have to go come out. So end up which part we have to come out and go next door for rescue and them way there. Because my house stop come off down in my yard, plus my mother house stop come off anyway. So we went over there and it was very terrible. And so with wipe a wind and breeze, wipe a house is loose in the area. Well, what me affair there now, we sleep at one friend yard there now. Because I no house stop, I no bed we lie down pan. So me and my kids them, we go one friend with the rescue, so there we are going to stay.
Whatever Hurricane Melissa took, the spirit of the West continues to replace with unity, courage, and a fierce will to recover. To support the National Disaster Relief and Recovery effort, visit supportjamaica.gov.jm. This is Voices from the West after Hurricane Melissa.
How seriously do you take your food safety? Before purchasing meat or seafood, ensure your suppliers are following proper preservation practices to prevent contamination. Up next, we take a closer look at safe fish consumption.
From the moment a line is cast to when a fillet hits your frying pan, there is an entire system working quietly in the background to ensure what you eat is fresh, safe, and of the highest quality. At the heart of that system is the National Fisheries Authority. For the NFA, the journey begins with the fisher, guiding and supporting them to ensure Jamaica's seafood remains among the best.
The first and main thing is that we ensure that all persons fishing are licensed to be a fisher. That is the first thing. We also have data collectors extension officers and compliance officers who ensure that we know where the fish is caught, what was caught, the quantities. We also give good advice to our fishers how to the best practice. We also collaborate with other agencies, for example, the Public Health Department through the Ministry of Health and the Veterinary Services Division through the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining.
The NFA also provides hands-on training in vessel handling, safe diving, long line and fad fishing techniques, and most importantly, post-harvest care.
We give training on long-line fisheries and fad fisheries for them to increase their catch. But we also teach them how to work with that catch after they have caught it. So our staff interacts. Education is the key. And we try our best to have outreach and educational activities all the time.
But the process doesn't end at sea. Once the fish reaches shore, safety remains the priority.
The product should be iced. Ice kept in a cooler if they're transporting it, if they don't have a mobile refrigerator. If they take it home and it's there, wash the fish thoroughly with potable water and keep it refrigerated or iced until time to consume, until you're ready to use the product.
That's a standard that fishers like Kevin live by.
I bring a lot of ice with me, to preserve it, to make it fresh, right? So as I catch the fish, I go straight on the ice so it keeps the meat firm. So what I normally do is I get the fish, clean it up, and I put it in a bucket or a bag with some salt water, seawater, and I will freeze that in the freezer. When you take that out, the day you're going to use it, it's just like you just catch a fish.
But freshness isn't only up to the fisher. It's something consumers should be able to spot too.
Say, for example, I sell you the fish. You'll try to make sure that it's clean thoroughly, get out the scale and the guts, wash it properly.
And the best clues, the eyes, smell, and the feel.
The eyes tell a lot, The eyes look kind of glassy, like blurry, you can see that it's been catch for a while and probably didn't store properly. And also the smell, it have a funky smell, like it's in Jamaica we say it smell moldy. Alright, it probably can differentiate it. Alright, sometimes when you squeeze it, you can feel a little softness.
Once you've bought your fish, temperature is everything. Keep it as cold as possible, ideally just above freezing.
And if you're going to store it in the freezer, you try to get off most of the moisture. That way it prevents the freezer burn.
And in the kitchen, food safety is key. Cook fish to an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit or 63 degrees Celsius. It should be opaque and flake easily with a fork. Never eat fish that smells sour, rancid, or ammonia-like, because at the end of the day, the responsibility for safe, high-quality seafood is a shared one. Next time you add fish to your grocery list, remember, it reflects the work of licensing officers, trainers, early rising fishers, and families. A tradition and a passion that keeps Jamaica thriving at sea.
As we embrace the festive season, let us remember to give with grateful hearts and to show kindness to everyone we encounter. We've come to the end of today's show, but be sure to join us again tomorrow for another lineup focused on keeping you informed about the government's policies and initiatives aimed at building a better Jamaica. You can visit our website at jis.gov.jm to rewatch this program or catch up on others available on the site. I'm Theodore Henry, saying thanks for watching on behalf of our production team here at the JIS.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.